Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So it looks a little different behind me than it did in the last video. Yeah, Winter Storm Ember hit us last night. We got about 10 inches of snow here. So I'm actually still at my house. I spent the morning plowing my driveway here, plowing for my in-laws, and we did a bunch of sleigh riding with the kids. And now I have to run out to the mill and clean that up. We helped the neighbors out there, so I'm gonna help get everything cleaned up out there. I figured I'd show you though. You've seen my Ranger before in the past in videos. I bring this home with me to plow, and I thought this might be helpful for somebody that's interested. You'd be amazed how good these things push. I was surprised. I just got a plow from Cabela's a couple years ago. I was sick of running the snow blower here because my driveway is maybe 100 yards long. And it's pretty wide, so a little bit too much to snow blow for heavier snows. So I got this plow. It could be a little bit heavier duty. I actually rigged up some weights to put some weight on it. But I figured I'd show you, if anybody's interested in setting up a Ranger, these things push snow incredibly well. I'm surprised. I think it's a short wheelbase and the way the weight's distributed. I have pretty good tires on it, but I thought that might help somebody out. So that's how I do my driveway here, and this was a wet, heavy snow. It actually snowed a little bit more on top of it here since I plowed it, but it does a nice job. So I'm gonna take off to the mill. I'll bring you back when we get there, and I'll show you how we move some snow out there. Well, I made it. Saw some real creative township plowing on the way here, and well, I'm just gonna leave that at that, but it's interesting. My dad was already out and opened up the driveway. This is what he uses to plow. One of our big four-wheel drive tractors with the earth blade on the back. Now I'm gonna trek down to the mill here. If you've never been here before, we got about a quarter-mile driveway back to his house, and then maybe 100 yards down to the mill building from there. I don't know. I know some of you guys are probably skiers and snowmobilers and you're into this type of stuff. For me, it's just more work. It's just more time and diesel, and it's kind of very unproductive work. The good thing is it's a Sunday today, so it's not like I'm against the clock to really get to work and do anything productive here. It was a day off. So like I said, we're kind of a little bit slower pace today. It's about lunchtime now till I'm getting out here, and I just stopped and talked to the neighbor on the way in. He's trying to snow blow, fighting with that, so I'm gonna go give him a hand. And my kid's probably upset because he doesn't get a snow day out of the deal, but he's having fun. Like I said, we're building a sledding track when I left there, and did a good amount of sleigh riding already this morning. Probably make a second trip out tonight. So like I said, we had 10 inches there measured at my house, and I think we're melted down to about 8 inches already. It's actually pretty warm. It's about 36 degrees, so it's melting pretty quick, and we're actually supposed to get 50 degrees and rain here in 2 days, so it'll be gone as quick as it came, which makes it more of a nuisance. But I do want to get this cleaned up some so it melts real nice. I'm supposed to have a truckload of logs coming in this week. Hopefully that's still happening. That didn't get delayed. So, well, let's open up here. I'll show you what I'm plowing with. Yeah, that should be no surprise to you. We're using the cat loader with the bucket. I kind of look at plowing as a brute force deal. We really don't have snow we can't move around here. Between the tractors you just saw and this machine, we're pretty well equipped to handle any snow, so I don't get too worked up about it. I understand some people, hear the word snow and they're running to stockpile it. They won't leave their house for 2 weeks, but it's not that big a deal, just a nuisance. So let's get this started up, let it warm up a little bit. So I'm gonna let that warm up a few minutes before we take off with it. I was smart enough to back that into the building here yesterday, and I have my lumber truck in the other bay of the building, so at least I don't have to clean them off, which is always a plus when you have the space for it. It saves you one step. So I let it warm up and we'll get to going. Like I said, I'm not going to get too crazy carried away cleaning up every square inch here because I think it's going to be gone relatively quick. I just want to be able to drive in here and have customers drive around without problem. I figured I'd bring you inside. I got it warm in here. In fact, I just knocked the heat down. It was getting too hot. Sorry, I still don't have a good mount in this loader for you guys. Just no good place to stick you, so I gotta hold you here a second. Try to do a two-handed job with one hand. In case you're wondering why I was plowing uphill, well, because I can. When you got the power, use it. With the 8-foot bucket, if I do a pass up and a pass down, I'm done, at least with the roadway. So that's usually the easiest way, and like I said, I haven't found much I can't push. It sure pushes. In fact, with this, you got to be careful because you will regrade your driveway in a hurry if you're too aggressive. But it's actually really nice for this snow because, like I was saying, it's kind of a sticky, wet snow. I was talking to my dad when I came in. He was having trouble with that earth blade, and I was actually having trouble with my Ranger at home. It just seemed to pack down on the bottom, and then you just couldn't scrape it up, and it was just kind of skidding over the top, and the more you went over it, the more it just kind of turned to ice and just kind of was making a mess. But with this, with the cutting edge on the front of the bucket, I can go underneath it and just kind of scoop it up, peel it up really nice. It's actually cleaning up real good. So I'm sure you northerners know all the different types of snow, and for you guys down south, yes, there are different types of snow and they all act differently. You got the sticky, greasy snow, you got the dry, sandy snow, and I guess they all have their pros and cons. And honestly, we're kind of stuck somewhere in the middle. We We're not like you guys up north of the border that snow is just an everyday way of life. We're very hit or miss. Last year we barely got any snow. I think I plowed one time and that was marginal at best. It was only a couple inches, and we've had years where, you know, we get 2-foot storms. And I remember one year, the year actually my son was born, we just got hammered. It seemed every week we were out plowing. It was just one storm after another. So we fall somewhere in between. It's not a guarantee we're gonna get snow, but we can really rack it up when we do. So this, like I said, 10 inches is no big deal. I actually much prefer running this over running anything else, either the tractor or even like a truck mounted plow or even that Ranger. I can see everything I'm doing. I can stack the snow. If I gotta stack it 12 foot high, I can swing. It really is ideal. It's probably why you see them in all the mall parking lots and airports and stuff like that, with those big snow pushers. So they do a nice job at it. So I'm gonna keep working here a little bit. I'm gonna run down to the neighbors, help them out, and I'll check back with you guys in a little bit, let you know how I'm making out. Well, I've been at it about an hour. Went down, did 3 of the neighbors' driveways for them. We always like to help out the neighbors. They're always good to us. We try to keep good relationship with the neighbors. So help them out anywhere we can, they help us. So I got the mill yard pretty well cleaned up, but I do got one thing to do yet. Let's take a look. That looks pretty good. So this back bay here, I got the truck parked in there, and what happens, my gutter is overrun there. The snow's up higher than the gutter, and you see it's melting. So from experience, I can tell you what's going to happen. That water is going to keep dripping down here, drip, 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 right here in front of the door. And if it goes below freezing tonight, that is going to be a solid block of ice. So what I'm going to do, last thing I got to do here yet today, we're going to open this up. She's safe and warm in here. And I'm just going to back blade this out. It'll probably still get a little bit icy, but just so I don't have to run over a 1-foot hump of ice to try to get out of here. That's what I'm going to do yet. So I've got a nice heavy steel bumper here. I guess I'll just sit you there. Well, I'm pretty well wrapped up here, at least for today. I just wanted to make sure I could get a logging truck in this week and turned around. So you'll find every piece of blocking you left lay come spring when it melts. Boy, I sure hope I don't have to mow the grass next week. That's not actually the mower I use. That one needs some work. But I'm not too terribly worried about this. Like I said, we're looking at 50 degrees and raining in 2 days, so that's gonna wash this all away, make us a big muddy mess, and that'll be the next problem. So I'm headed home, guys. Thought I'd bring you along, show you how I do a little snow removal. I guess if we get a big blizzard this year, I'll bring you back and we'll do some more. Not my favorite way to spend a Sunday, but you do what you gotta do. I'll be back tomorrow morning to do some actual productive work. I'll catch you then. See you later.